Anna stared down at her hands, examining old scars while the grunt across the table asked the questions. She sensed his anger barking, trying to protect himself. Anna closed her eyes. Emotions ebbed and flowed around the room, as clear to her as the sky to other people. She understood this as well as the scientists, but they didn't believe her. Her security device dug into her ankle, a constant throbbing pain the doctors monitored. Anna shivered.
"How many people are outside this room?"
asked the man. His voice was straining what his body couldn't. You know how many people there are. He slammed his fist on the table.
"Don't get smart with me, Anna. I know how many people there are. The point of this exercise is to see if you can tell."
5 people stood outside the room. The air reeked of nerves stacked under layers of sternness. What day is it? Anna looked up to the grunt through strands of her black hair.
"Just answer the question," he growled. "The sooner we finish, the sooner you can get back to your cell."
He tapped the earpiece before his aggression deflated.
"We may even see that you can get some fresh air."
Anna bit her lip. The answer caught in her throat for a few minutes as the images in her books came to life. She sighed. No, I won't. I'm not a child. You've been promising me that for a long time now.
It may be your lucky day.
He looked down at his paperwork. Slowly, it rose and floated to Anna. You've stopped writing the dates, Mr. Wyke. He snatched the papers back.
It's now regulation that we do so after we finish our little chats.
Anna shivered. Something new strode down the hall towards the room. She watched the door, waiting for it to fling open. Mr. Wyke touched his earpiece.
Who's taking over? I'm in the middle of the question. Under whose authority?
A rhythmic knock came at the door before it shot open to reveal a vibrant face. His brown eyes bounced from Wyke to Anna. She tried to get a feel for his emotions and found them to be behind a haze. A grin grew on the newcomer's face. Good day, I am Dr. Smith. I'll be taking over this interview. Mr. Wyke stood his ground.
Under whose authority?
You can always find someone. He took a blank piece of paper from his pocket. It rippled under Mr. Wyke's gaze.
Department Alpha? Is she that serious?
Naturally, said Dr. Smith. I've seen her record. Not a single bad joke told. I'm pretty sure it's illegal in one country or another. Not to mention she's been a resident here for longer than you've ever worked here. As such, she deserves our attention. I think your break room has just been freshly stocked with new snacks, so that'll be the ideal place for you to sit for a while. With a grumble, Mr. Wyke complied. Dr. Smith told the other staff members to do the same before he closed the door. He slipped the paper back into the pocket of his battered black long coat. That's better. Dr. Smith pulled out a small white bag. Wine gum? Anna's expression fell to bewilderment. They're sweets. Have they been depriving you of sweets? Well, I'm honoured to introduce you to them. It's a type of food. He tucked the bag back into his pocket before pulling out a near-identical one. Would you prefer a jelly baby? Anna sensed the smile hide a type of ancient anger, but not towards her. She took one cautiously. Anna squeezed it softly. They're an old favourite of mine, Dr. Smith explained. You're Anna Price, correct? Anna paused as she popped the sweet into her mouth. A rush of flavour swam down her tongue. It almost made her forget how little she'd heard her name until that moment. Anna nodded. What have you read about me, Dr. Smith? She grimaced. Dr. Smith, that name is odd for you. Dr. Smith. A half-truth? Another old favourite of mine. Just call me the Doctor. What day is it today, Doctor? Anna took another jelly baby. It's Sunday night, Miss Price. Have you got much planned? Anna paused. You aren't one of my doctors. I'm everybody's doctor, sooner or later, I'm afraid. They don't tell me the date or time. The door began to rattle. Before it could open, with his eyes still on Anna, the doctor raised the device to the door. With a buzz, the emergency lock held it in place. Must be taking longer than normal. Never mind, it means we get longer to have a chat. What do you want from me? From you? Nothing. Nothing at all. But I have plenty of things for you, starting with questions and then a lovely trip. A trip where? Anywhere you like. First question, did you like the jelly baby? They're lovely, but I don't understand. Great, I'll get more. Next question, where did you have in mind? Anna snatched the jelly babies away with her mind before tossing them aside. She rose in her seat. Don't toy with me, Doctor. I don't leave this place, no matter what you or the others say. They lie. He sighed. Do I seem like the others? Anna prodded the edges of the doctor's mind. She relaxed slightly, unable to go deeper than a wall of whispering voices. No, you are something else entirely. Sorry about the wall. Mental defences are needed in my line of work. What work do you do? Taking away monsters, usually. Anna tensed. So you've come for me, then? She prodded the doctor's aura, but not a flicker of malice lapped at her touch. Anna Price, oh my dear young one, you have dealt with the monsters around here for far too long. The only thing I have for you now is escape. She sighed. I want to see the sky. That's the spirit. Blue sky, red sky, there's a polka dot one somewhere out there. I don't know. The doctor smirked at the pounding at the door. He stood and extended a hand out to Anna. I would love to help you find out what comes next. Anna gently pushed his hand away. What are you? I'm the doctor. What does that mean? I travel, I help, I see the wonders of the universe. She looked down at the device on her ankle. The skin around it knew the stab of a high-voltage shock too well. The doctor jumped around the table to her side. He got on his knee, examining the ankle device for a moment before getting his own device out, turning it off with a buzz. It clattered to the floor. Sonic screwdriver, the doctor chirped. Yet another old favourite of mine. Why? Oh, it's handy. No, I mean, why help me? The doctor straightened himself up. A sadness crept into his words. Anna, you shouldn't be here. It's my fault, really. I let this place slip under my radar. Some friends of mine, UNIT, called me about this place. Naturally, I came running, but you've still been here too long for my liking. You deserve the chance to see it all. I don't even know where I would start. That's exciting. Take me... She chuckled sadly. The taste of the jelly baby still sat at the back of her tongue. Show me more sweets? The doctor saluted, beaming with his first genuine smile. Just call me the Candyman.